welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Meg, and today I'm gonna go over with you guys how to get this super glowy, natural looking summer makeup. So if you'd like to see how I did this, then stay tuned. Alright, so I really just wanted to film this. I am a girl that is either 0 to 100, like no makeup to glam makeup. So I really wanted to film this for you guys just to be something different for myself. And I know that there are a lot of people out there that like to wear more natural looks or more wearable looks. I think that this would be perfect if you're on vacation and you want a little something for maybe going out to dinner, going shopping, or if you need to run errands, so whatever the hell you want to wear this look for. I think it's perfect for the summertime. So let's go ahead and roll on into it. Alright, so first of all, let's not mind this hair. We all know we don't have cute hair when we go to put our makeup together. Also, don't mind my dog. I have her in here with me because I can't trust her to be out and about in the house by herself. So if you hear any panting or see her, just ignore it. So to get started, I already have a primer on, and I use my Too Faced Hangover Primer because my skin is super dry. I definitely wanted to get some hydration in there. And because my skin is super dry, I know that my makeup isn't gonna have the best application, but we're just gonna go for it anyways. So to keep things light and simple, I'm just gonna use this IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Illumination Cream. I love this for everyday use because it does have SPF 50 in it, and it does give you just the right amount of coverage. So my face isn't too super red right now, thankfully, so I don't have a lot to cover. I love that this is a pump. And then I'm just gonna be old school and just sort of spread this around with my finger and then just work on really blending it in with my sponge. So as you can see, you get a pretty decent coverage with just very little product when you use your fingers. If you use a damp sponge, it's gonna soak up a lot of the product, but today I'm gonna be using my sponge dry. So what are your guys' favorite go-to looks for summer? I'd love to hear from you. I'm always a mix, like I'm an all or nothing kind of girl. I either go full out glam or I just wear no makeup. So this makeup look is a tad bit unusual for me, but I figured it would be something fun to try. I really love going in with my finger on areas where I do feel like I need a bit more coverage. So now to add some coverage to my under eyes, I'm going in with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. And I'm literally gonna try to use the smallest amount of this because a little does go a long way, and it is super creamy, so you may have some issues with it creasing under your lids, just a warning. Then I do have some RCMA translucent setting powder on standby to set immediately after. So I am just lightly setting with a brush because sometimes when I set with a sponge, I feel like it gives it a little bit more of a glam look, and I want this to be more natural, so I don't want my under eye area to be as intense. And then I'm also just gonna set the area around my nose. So before we move on to setting any other areas in the face, I'm going to take this Tarte's Pro Glow palette and use the cream contour that is in here to just add some natural chiseledness to my face. And this is exactly why you should be spending a ton of time on your hair before you do your makeup. At least that's my philosophy. I know I'm gonna get in there and mess up the hairline regardless. One thing that I love about this Tarte product is that it's literally effortless to blend out. It's so easy to work with, and it just adds such a nice natural looking contour to your face. Alright, so for me, this is about all the cream product that I am going to be using today. So I'm going to start setting areas of my face. And if you wanted to use a cream highlight, this would be a perfect time to do so. Okay, so now that we have a nice, good, creamy base down set with powder, it is time to move on to the rest of the face. So to add some bronzeness, I'm going to go in with this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this stuff. I think it's perfect for bronzing up your face. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I also like this because it has a light shimmery, like a light sheen to it. So it's definitely gonna tie in with the glowy effect that we're going for with our skin today. So I'm just gonna mostly focus this on the very outer perimeter of my face. And it's just gonna help enhance the work that we've already laid down with the cream product. So you definitely don't need a ton of product for this step, just sort of a little bit to just sort of redefine some of the areas. For highlight, no matter how natural of a look I do, I never tone it down with this. I'm gonna go full out like I normally would, so I'm gonna go in with my Becca Moonstone highlight and then also the Mary Lou highlight by The Balm. Since I am trying to be a little bit more subtle today, I'm gonna go in with a bit of a fluffier brush to apply my highlight. I always like using Moonstone sort of as the foundation for the highlight because I just feel like it's just such a nice glow. And then I like to intensify certain areas with the Mary Lou highlight. I'm trying not to go too overboard since we did use like a lot of cream products today, so trying to keep it subtle, but subtlety really isn't my game when it comes to highlight. So this is a brush that I normally use. It's denser, it's really gonna pack that highlight on. I normally use this to apply both. This is the Morphe M510 brush. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and then just pop it right here where your highlight is gonna glow the most. And then I literally have to put it down and put it away or else I'll just be here all day highlighting my face. And then lastly for blush, I am again gonna keep it subtle. I'm not a super blush person, so you do you, but this is just a nice, natural, like neutral looking blush. This is in Pure 22 by Neutrogena. It's old AF, but it still works. And then just so you know, when you're working with cream bases like the CC cream, it's definitely gonna hold more pigment to your product. So you wanna make sure that you're going in with a bit of a lighter hand because even a nice neutral light blush can look a little intense. So before we go in with the setting spray, I'm just gonna quickly do my brows. When you want a more defined look, a pomade is perfect, but if you want to keep it more natural, a pencil is your best friend for this. And this is the Brow Wiz by Anastasia in Taupe. And when I say low-key, I mean low-key. Like, I need to do my brows and pluck them, but I mean, I'm just gonna keep it real for this video here. So in case you guys didn't know, I do have my eyebrows microbladed, so you can kind of just see the difference of applying makeup on top of microblading and then what a difference just still lightly filling it in with a pencil makes. And also, if you guys are interested in microblading, I do have a video. I will have it linked above and also below in the description bar. So to help open up my eyes, I just took a white liner and mine was my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. And then now for eyes, I'm just gonna add a slight definition. I'm gonna go back in with the Butter Bronzer that we used earlier on a big fluffy brush and just kind of like, not really slop it in, but kind of just slop it into the crease. It's just gonna tie into our look. And then be adding some shimmer on the lid. So now I'm going to dig into my Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm just gonna grab some shimmery colors. I'm gonna take a mix of the two highlights that are in this palette, which is called In Light and Beam. These two up here. And then I'm also going to go ahead and take the smoky but natural color, which I believe is this one, and put it on the center of my lids. I'm gonna take a touch of Obsessed, which is right next to it. It's a nice bright shimmer shade, and pop that into the center of the eye. And then again, go in with those two highlighting colors, put it into my inner corner. I'm gonna add some mascara and lashes and be right back. Alright you guys, so I ended up scrapping the eye look. I left the footage in though in case you wanted something that was a little bit more something than what I was laying down for you. So basically when I erased what was on my eye, I just went back in with the bronzer, placed it in my crease like I did in the first step, and then I kept those two highlight shades and used them under my brow bone and in the inner corner. And for eyes, to finish it off, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna try to make this a little bit more glam and put some falsies on, but I feel like my eyelashes really showed up to work today. So I decided to scrap that from this look too. But I think some natural falsies with a simple eye look really will help to accentuate your eyes. If you're interested in the mascaras, I use the Old Reliables. I will have them listed in the down bar below along with the other products that I used. And then for lips, to keep it nice, simple, glossy, go with this whole glowy theme, I just piled on some MAC Luster Glass and Love Nectar. This is old AF, but it gets the job done and it is one of my favorites. And then of course, to finish our look off, it wouldn't be a makeup video if there wasn't setting spray. So today, to keep things nice and moisturizing and hydrating, I am using this Mario Badescu, can't say it, facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. This is nice and refreshing on your face. This doesn't have exactly the finest mister, so you definitely want to hold it far away. Don't open up your eyes too soon because it will burn. Trust me, I've learned from experience. I'm just gonna fan part of this in and then just pat the rest in with a sponge because sometimes you can get like little spray marks on your face with this because like I said, the sprayer isn't exactly the best. But this will help set your makeup, blend everything together without being too drying. As much as I love my All Nighter spray by Urban Decay, sometimes I do feel like it dries my face out a bit. And that is it, honey. We are done with this look. Alright, so as I already mentioned, everything on this face is listed down below. Most of these items you can find at Ulta, and I do have a code that you guys can use if you would like to save some money off your purchase. That's also in the down bar. Everything you could ever want to know is down in that description bar, so be sure to check it out. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite summer look is or what your go-to look is. I would love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this. Share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.